When Moore's Animal Shelter was built just over 2 decades ago, it was a facility that was more than adequate for the city's needs. Moore's Animal Control Supervisor, John Fryrear, says the changes Moore has gone through over the past 20 years have changed everything.
Facility like this, it's aged quite a bit faster than it normally should have. It couldn't handle the way the population has boomed here in the city of Moore, and it just was unable to keep up with that.
One of the biggest problems is simply a lack of space. On any given week, the shelter is overflowing with cats and dogs.
In fact, we can house only 29 dogs at the moment right now, and 9 cats. So that is pretty tight for our population of Moore has grown.
In addition to the lack of space, the facility is breaking down from heavy overuse.
A lot of rust issues. Our cages are breaking down. Our gates, our pens, just not enough room to move around in. Not enough storage. Wear and tear is just the mold, and it's been the moisture in the air, because we use water quite a bit every day, and it's just breaking everything down. And as far as the animals breaking that down is the urine, the feces, and stuff after time that wears on metal and concrete.
That's why city leaders are asking Moore voters to approve an $8.2 million general obligation bond to build a new state-of-the-art shelter.
For the size of our city, it's just tiny. And the fact of the matter is, this shelter is just outdated. I mean, it was good when it was first built. However, our population has probably doubled since it was built, and so it's time to have a newer, modern facility that will serve the public well for the next 30 or 40 years.
The proposed new shelter would be located near the southeast corner of I-35 and 34th Street, with easier access for the public and plenty of space to care for Moore's exploding animal population. It will also feature some much-needed upgrades to the layout, including separate areas for animal intake and the public.
When you have separate areas, if you have animals that come in and have a disease of something like this, it will prevent the spread of that disease and better health for the rest of the animals. And then just other areas for the adoption areas, they can there's areas that they can play with the animals and get a feel for them and things like that. Much better than the facility that they have now.
For Fryrear and his staff, those upgrades will enable them to offer better care to the animals coming through the shelter and to the community.
And we're going to have a medical suite to be able to house the animals coming back in from the vet for recovery. And we're going to have a lot more room for volunteers and for the public to come in and look, and for the officers to be able to work and do their jobs.
Fryrear says a new facility like this is a much-needed upgrade for his team, all of whom are passionate about the essential job they do.
We want to be able to serve the citizens of Moore and their pets the way they need to be served and taken care of.
Mitchell says that because the city does a good job of managing voter-approved GO bonds, residents should see little to no change on the millage rate portion of their property taxes.
When we went back on the 2018 GO bond issue, our pledge then was we will not let the millage rate get above 16.5 mills. We will issue the bonds in increments to keep it at 16.5 or below. And we'll do the same thing with this. So we work closely with our financial advisors, and we have determined that we have the ability to do this.
The vote for Proposition 2 is set for Tuesday, November 9th. You'll find more information about the proposition at cityofmoore.com/election 2021. If you have questions about the GO bond, feel free to contact your city council representative or city officials at 405-793-5000.